like rustling around. So apparently it was a pocket dial. When he called me back, it was a pocket dial. He has several different. Now we talk on the phone a lot. So one thing I know is his voice and his tones. I joke with him like, okay, it's the pastor tone. Hey, hey, how you doing? That's his pastor tone. It's his dad tone when he's talking to his kids. Then I say move that, and then he has this soft, almost flirty tone. He's talking to me. It's a very soft kind of hint of sexy tone. So this is the tone I hear him talking in on the other end of his phone. Again, he doesn't know I'm on the line. It was a whole bunch of rustling around, and then it stopped. So I guess he was sticking the phone in his pocket. So the conversation was platonic. He's asking some. I heard a woman say, "Yeah, I just, don't. I ain't been feeling the best, and this, and this." And he was asking her about, did she want something to eat? Was she good? So I guess she had just had some kind of procedure or something, and he was bringing her home, or that's what it sounded like to me. And I hung up. I heard her saying she was good. I heard him asking, did he want her to bring her something to eat or whatever, whatever. So I hung up and I called right back. He didn't answer. Now, my first problem with that is the phone is obviously in your pocket because you just pocket dial me. You feel it vibrating, you feel it ringing. Why didn't you answer it? So I called 2 or 3 times. He didn't answer. I texted him. I said, I know you fucking lying. And I waited like a minute, and he didn't call back. I put it on Do Not Disturb. I went on to the restaurant where my kids was at. Never said nothing to my kids, never told them what was going on. He ended up pulling up. I completely ignored him while he was there. So he trying to explain to me. I said, don't talk to me in front of my kids. I don't do that. I don't put my kids in my business. You can wait till we go outside and get in the car. He got mad and left. He didn't wait till we can go outside. So I look at my phone after we leave the restaurant, and he had sent me all these text messages, and he had called me like 30 times. He sent me all these screenshots. He sent me pictures of him in the parking lot at the store. I'm like, okay, what is this supposed to be? So after he kept calling me, I finally answered. No, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I did text him 3 or 4 times, and I was disrespectful. I basically was like, I thought you was different because you're a pastor, but you turned out to be like all these other whole ass niggas. So that was disrespectful. So in looking back, this this is something minor. This is just a red flag. We end up talking, and he told me that he was at the store and he was on his way to the restaurant, and he pulled up and seen his baby mama in the store or whatever, and she was looking sick, and he wanted to make sure she was good. So that's why he was offering her to get some food. She just had her teeth pulled or some kind of surgery or something. I said, well, that's interesting because I didn't hear people talking in the background. I didn't hear the ding, 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 ding with the door going off. I didn't hear the cash register cashing. It was completely silent with you and her. So what kind of store was y'all in? I sent you the pictures. Okay, and looking back, those could have been pictures you just had in your phone for emergency purposes like this. And all this is, I'm going to tell y'all the play, ladies, so hopefully you can use this. So, okay, after I calmed down, I said, well, he is a pastor. I may be jumping the gun from past hurt and trauma. Um, we vibing, we communicating. I'm thinking back to, I've seen the videos when I Google him preaching. I've seen the job stuff. I've seen all of these things. He got his little 80. I ain't gonna say that. Oh, he got on a very expensive watch to chain. Because that was another thing I was doing, and I'm gonna get to that point. I don't necessarily care about the money, but I knew I want to date somebody that's self-sustaining. I don't want to date you and I'm unclear of why you're dating me. So when you come into this situation, I want you to have your own house, your own car. Can you at least have $5,000 in the bank? So if your hot water tank go out, if your furnace go out, you don't have to call me as a woman and ask me to borrow the money. Now we'll get there if we become one or we're in a relationship. You need me, I got you. But dating, I'm not gonna ask you. My wig blew off down the street, got ran over by a car to go buy me another wig. I'm self-sustaining. When you move like this, when people come together and they both feel like it's pure, it's no need there. you can more focus on what you're trying to build opposed to that nagging thought of, are you trying to get over? What do you want from me? So I did let his, he got a couple nice little chains on, like I said, a $50,000, $60,000 watch on. So I'm thinking, what would he want from me? He's a pastor. He got his own church. He got his own jury. He got his own motion. Um, what would he want from me? So I started rationalizing things. I said maybe I am overreacting. Talked to a couple of people. They said maybe, maybe not. Just keep your eyes open. So that was one thing. Maybe a few days after that, we on the phone and he's laughing. And I said, "What's so funny?" He said, "Oh, I'm laughing at this picture I posted of us." Now, my rule dating anybody is, don't you ever post me on your damn social media without my permission because of the goofy stuff that I've been through. I ain't about to be embarrassed. I said, "What? You posted me?" He said, "No, in my close friends." Hmm? You said you didn't have a close friends on Instagram. So I didn't say nothing. Noted, mental note. We talked on the phone a minute. I called my assistant. I said, "Do you remember what such and such said when we were talking about the close friends?" She said, "Yeah, he didn't have one." Okay. All right. So A, either you lied, or B, maybe you got one after that conversation and realized the benefits of it. I'm gonna go probably more with you lied, because if you got one after you told me you didn't, I would just think you would be like, "Hey, y'all made me kind of curious about that close friend, so I went ahead and set one up." That, men sometimes they goofy, sometimes they not, but because you didn't do that, I'm gonna assume that men are not as smart as they think. Side note, ladies, if we just shut the hell up and listen more and stop talk, we will find out things a lot faster. But because men let us do all the talking, hardly let them say a word, we don't catch them up in lies because we don't listen long enough. And I'm learning how to shut up and listen. So that was that mental note. Didn't even say nothing to him at that time, just made a mental note. Cool. It was all good until it wasn't.